Okay, just got $20 worth of gas for 9.264 gallons.
What?
And I'm videotaping myself right now because it was 10 minutes ago, Jake and I got out of the Durango here and went in there and I paid $20 for the gas and $2 and change for some snacks. That beer can was not there when I got out. It was not there on the ground. And when I came back to put the gas in the truck, there it is. I don't drink beer. I don't like beer. That's a Bud Light can. I haven't had any alcohol today or last night or in a long time. And there was a woman who worked for Circle K. She had on a Circle K uniform. Parked on the other side. She was driving a red four-door Chevy, late model, little economy car. Kind of a thin, she was really thin black female with shoulder-length wavy hair. So this is the kind of stuff I go through. I used to get up every morning and a guy would actually walk by my vehicle as I was getting into it and dump a bunch of beer cans right by my vehicle. And then, lo and behold, the street cleaners started coming. When they never used to clean our street, they started showing up and cleaning the streets. So they were witnesses to all this. So this is fabrication of evidence, and that's what Jake and I are experiencing right now today. With the lady acting like she was a cop over in the Ryan's parking lot, and then freaking out and taking pictures of my plate saying, "You don't know who I am, I'm calling it in now." Okay, for you. So, you know, that's what we go through. If you actually went through this like my son and I do on a daily basis, you would probably light yourself up like the 4th of July with surveillance equipment. And you would audio and videotape yourself all the time, which is what I've been trying to do. But just because of the insanity of this whole situation. So, you know, like I said, this is what happens, and my son and I followed around, and it's obvious. You know, there wasn't any reason for that lady to freak out like that, because everybody in town knows, oh, that's the red Durango, the red-headed woman. Everybody says she's a fugitive pedophile. Yeah, they do. They pull out video cameras and tape me and Jake, and they stare at us. So, I'm not making this up. But if I had video camera, you'd see there's vomit on the ground there, looks like, or oatmeal, either one. And if you pulled the store surveillance camera. Right. But just because an informant says, oh, I saw that woman get out of her car and drop a beer can on the ground, or she was drinking it and then she threw it down. Well, pull the store surveillance tapes. It'll show, no, I didn't do that. It'll also show that my son and I were already in the store and that she wasn't even pulled up when we got out of our vehicle. It'll show that there was no beer can on the ground. It would show fabrication of evidence and perjury and somebody that's hell-bent on doing that. And I'm guessing somebody's ass is about to become grass to go to this extent to do this to me and my son. It's just unbelievable. We're innocent. I've never done drugs a day in my life. I don't drink. I never would ever drink beer anyway. I hate beer. If I ever had a beer, it would be a high-end imported beer, because I don't like the taste of beer. But I haven't had a beer in, God, years. I think it's been just years. I think even since before we moved in from Virginia. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. You know, I'm not saying that because I'm a goody two-shoes. I just don't like beer. So, what doesn't make sense to me, this is the thing that doesn't make sense to me about beer. People drink it to get drunk because it doesn't taste good. It has an aftertaste to it. Unless you get a good, you know, higher end brand, it has an aftertaste to it. And so it doesn't really taste good. Right? And then people go out and buy it and drink it so they can get drunk, right? Why go to that much trouble to get drunk? I mean, you know, if that's the whole goal, why don't you just buy hard liquor, like White Lightning or something? You know, I'm talking about 100 proof alcohol that, you know, you take 2 shots of it, pass out. Depending on your weight, for me, it would take me, when I went through my responsible vendor training, somebody my weight would have to have 11 shots of alcohol to become intoxicated.
Wow.
Because I weigh 300 pounds, and your body can, I believe it was one alcoholic shot of alcohol, or an 8-ounce beverage of alcohol. Like, I think it's 8 ounces of beer or 12 ounces of beer, or 1 shot of hard liquor is considered to be 1 alcoholic beverage. So, for me, my weight, based on this chart that we had in our class, 11 servings is what it would take for me to get drunk. So 1 beer wouldn't do it anyway, you know. And because I'm so fat, it would take an awful lot of alcohol for me to get drunk. Your body can metabolize 1 alcoholic beverage in 1 hour. So that's how long it takes for the alcohol to pass through your body, which makes sense. And after you drink out any type of liquid, I think it takes about an hour for it to make it to your bladder.
What causes a hangover then?
A hangover?
Yeah.
That's after you've been drunk?
Yeah.
And you're no longer drunk? Then you have a headache, and your brain is like, you're dehydrated, so you need more liquid in your body. And so it's kind of that, it's kind of like a feeling of not being okay, but you're not drunk anymore, but you were drunk. So it's kind of like coming down from alcohol. You got a headache, you know, and you don't feel good. I don't know, because I mean, it's, you know, you got it.
Yeah. You go on, you got a splitting headache, all that.
Most people get a headache, I think, once they come off of alcohol, they get a bad headache. And that's because of the dehydration. Evan, remember that guy Evan? He saw a bunch of med students at the hospital that had stayed up drinking and were drunk off their butts, he said, the night before. He said after they got drunk, they hooked themselves up to IVs, they were doctors, you know, and rehydrated themselves so they wouldn't have hangovers. And this friend of mine told me when I was in my 20s, he said, if you ever get drunk, take 2 aspirin before you go to bed and drink 2 glasses of water if you can. You can drink so much that it'll make you puke without being able to stop. So it can kill you if you continue to drink. You can get drunk. That's one thing, but getting drunk and then continuing to drink, you can poison yourself with alcohol. So these drinking contests that you see, college students engage in those, and other people, young people, tend to do that. There's no point in doing that to the point where, you know, you can do it, because you get so drunk you don't feel any pain. But you keep drinking keep drinking, you can alcohol poison yourself.
Right.